Like
Biden finished his press
sweaters?
conference.
What's the reaction on the?
So I read two things.
Jover is
anyway,
trending.
AP and CNBC. I was trying for less biased,
Mhm.
and apparently he flubbed one answer, and he called Kamala Vice President Trump. But outside of that, it was mostly forceful and what he was trying to do.
Okay.
Based on what
Is
I read.
this the thing where he called Zelensky Putin?
That was a different thing, Taylor.
Okay, now we're just holy shit, that's really good. No, if we found out that that's what was going on this whole time, that's going to be their biggest season ever. If the Biden presidency, the last few months have been an episode of Practical Jokers, it's like, welcome to the 26th season of Practical Jokers, the Biden presidency. That's right. We've been the three of us have been the pranksters behind some of the most humiliating, degrading, and debasing acts you've ever seen a president.
It shows you like Murr behind the scenes, like, say you're the first black female president. He's like, I'm the first black female president.
I want you to read out pause.
Pause. Get ice cream all over your face.
And I want this verbatim, Joe. Your legs. The in the summertime when the sun bleach my leg and the hairs, they get blonde, very blonde, and the children in the pool. And he's like, do I have to, please? Please say no.
Dude, he's gonna wrap up his presidency. He's gonna take a mask off. It's gonna be Daniel Day-Lewis. He's gonna say it was the most challenging role he's ever played.
They focus on the leg thing because, but at that exact moment, I mean, like the next sentence, he says he's got all these black children jumping in his lap, and he says, I'm used to cockroaches. Like, I'm so close to exactly what he said. It was bizarre. It seemed like he was talking about black people being cockroaches or children. And I mean, he's it's a photo op, like propaganda piece anyway. He's surrounded by black children. I mean, they're like hanging off of him. What is? Oh, okay. That's horrific. All right, that's horrific. That's
my president.
I hate that so much. God, when you mix them together, you notice the skin tone actually got lighter, though.
Probably.
Yo, Trump's in war mode. He's got his war paint on these days. He's gone for that like burnt orange. He's dark. When they let shadows cast on him, he's starting to look like very intense. It's like a football player or something.
You
the
just
amount of
don't understand bodybuilding. This is how we get ready before the big show.
Dude, he's glistening. The last time I saw him, he was very dark. And he's got a new hair guy. He's got a wartime hair guy. You know, he's got that day-to-day hair person, which might be him. And like you know, but then like when it's game day, he's got that wartime guy who gets him looking right. I heard Melania's at the most recent thing, making an appearance after a while. So that's a good sign for the marriage. If any of you were concerned,
I wasn't concerned, but I also would believe 1,000%, and it's always been my assumption that Trump was a do his own hair style billionaire. Like there's no way that there's a hired person like every morning doing that and making it look as often silly as it looks. Like there's just no way. It's got to be him doing that thing where he's pushing it over and he's like, "Fool him again, Donald," and then he.
I think it is. I think it is that. I think he's got a guy. But what I'm saying is he's got a wartime guy. Like more recently, it's like he's got a different look about him. Last time I saw a picture of him, again, very burnt orange, auburn almost, and the hair was looking on point.
Auburn, like the university, like their
like their colors, like burnt orange, looking intense.
I saw a picture of Joe a little oranged up.
I saw that was the laugh of the conservative meme subreddit was, you know, there was this meme 6 months ago or something was when it was first posted. And the idea was that Biden was going to start copying Trump. And it was a cartoonized Biden all oranged up. And then they're like, from fiction to fact, boys, look at this. And it's Biden all oranged up in that Stephanopoulos interview. And it's like, holy shit, they put the bronzer on him. I mean, they were good. His bronzer looks way better than Trump's, to be fair. He's got a professional. Somebody did a good job.
Had the raccoon eyes where you could tell.
It was the same person that did the makeup on Guardians of the Galaxy, I heard. Came in there. He's got this Hollywood connections. Yeah, George Clooney's guy came in there. George Clooney turning his back on Biden is wild. Some of the stuff that he said in that thing where, like, let's see, he goes on, I'm a lifelong Democrat, no apologies. I'm one of the biggest fundraisers. And then he names all of his accomplishments, pats himself on the back for a while. And then he goes, but the one battle he cannot win is the fight against time. None of us can. It's devastating to say, but the Joe Biden I was with 3 weeks ago at the fundraiser was not the Joe big fucking deal Biden of 2010. He wasn't even the Joe Biden of 2020. He was the same man we all witnessed at the debate. Was he tired? Yeah. A cold? Maybe. But our party leaders need to stop telling us that 51 million people didn't see what we just saw. And he goes on and on about Trump and blah, blah, blah. But like, that's the meat and potatoes of it, if you ask me. And it's like, this is his biggest fundraiser. This is the guy who would love for Joe Biden to do well. Like, if he cares about anything, it's avoiding what I keep talking about, which is Trump's America. It's the Supreme Court, the entire Congress, and Trump being in charge right after you just told him that he's immune from anything he does. And then you prosecuted him before that. It's like it feels like they were poking the bear. When this was down the line, when like you didn't have to kiss his ass, you didn't have to be dishonest. I feel like they antagonized him. I really hope Trump doesn't ruin America next year. I don't think he will, but
he won't.
But you could see why a more vindictive person than we hope he is might.
It's easy to say like, nothing's going to happen. It never does until it does. Like, I remember when I was at the time, you guys were both pro-choice. And I was like, Trump's pro-life. And you're both like, that won't change. That won't change at all. They always say that and they never get it done. But then it got done. Mm-hmm. The idea that if Trump wanted to stay in office, his next January 6th would be successful isn't wild to me.
I don't see that happening. Like
January 7th.
January 7th. Yeah, the next day, the big sequel everyone's been anticipating. Yeah, I think it'll be similar to the first time, where big promises, big guarantees, and then not a lot delivered.
I remember how much he struggled the last time. Like, his staff turnover was like legendary. It seemed like he was constantly losing his chief of staff, his chief of defense, like top level secretaries. Next time, he won't be such a rookie. And he'll hire people who help him get done what he aspires to get done, who won't second guess him. There was like almost a shadowy wall in there that like the adults in the room that kept Trump from doing silly things. That won't be the case next time around.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Or I mean, they also like impeded stuff that was popular with his base, like building a wall, just as the most basic example.
I would argue that Democrats did that, not his chief of staff.
They definitely contributed to it. Like they were no, I was saying the Democrats contribute. Like they fought hard against it.
They literally did it. Now, on the other hand, Trump fucked that up because he could have had it, but he's like, no, I don't want your infrastructure and I don't want your wall money unless you also call off the special investigator Mueller. And they're like, we're not going to do that too. And he's like, well, then no deal, nothing. So he got nothing.
Yeah, he got his tax cuts passed and he did a bunch of stuff.
And that's it.
And that's and see, that's what like makes me kind of I think like all the hysteria about like he's going to be a fucking Hitler, whatever. It's like
I was watching the
anything done.
I was watching the 2016 Republican primary debates.
Okay.
And it was when they had the full stage up there, like 9 or 12 candidates or something wild like that. And Trump was front and center. That they sort of, based on your polling, that's how they arranged you. And they asked about that Iranian general Soleimani or something like that. Mm-hmm. And again, primary days. And Trump's like, I take care of that problem. He's like, that's all you want to say? Because they're like, traditionally this person's been considered like, off limits, and yet we believe he's a sponsor of terrorism. He travels around the world, trains terrorists on how to attack the United States. What would you do? And he's like, I take care of that problem. You don't want to expand on that? You don't have anything else to say on that? And then it like the video cuts to when he's president and he's making the press conference. He's like, tonight we killed the Iranian rogue general Soleimani. He
died like a dog.
Well, this is the guy that they hit with that Predator missile that has no explosives in it. It's just got blades. It's just got giant swords that come out of each side. And so they shot it. They blew it. It's so fucking cool. They slice and dice the person.
Just one guy, like fucking Lockheed Martin. They're like, what? What's the purpose? Dude, it's like it's gonna get used. It's gonna get used. Just another couple million. I'll figure out the blades. They're not sharp enough. They're plenty sharp. It's not working.
Seriously? Why ninja stars? Dude?
They're fucking cool, man. I watched Blade last night. You're gonna love this. Watch this.
Has it got all your favorite television characters painted
Zach,
on it? Like you're just
can you show us that missile?
Really a pet project.
I think it's like it's a Hellfire missile or something like that. That's got just search sword missile or bladed missile or bladed assassination missile.
Dude, if I'm going for a high stakes assassination, I am not putting my eggs in the blade bomb basket. I'm going traditional.
I don't think it's failed
bomb.
yet.
Well, okay, 1 for 1 maybe. Or have we cut anybody else up? Good.
Yeah, there was another like ISIS guy or something that was on his balcony. I think we sliced and diced him too. Look at this shit.
Okay, are the blades even necessary?
What's cool about
if you take the blades off that thing and
we need a different picture. Find one that shows like an image of it, not an an animated.
I pictured it opening in midair and all the ninja stars spreading out across the ground.
No, it's more like a hunter's arrow that has blades that stick out all around a central like point.
How big is this?
I don't know. I don't know how long the blades are or anything.
I was picturing it being like the size of a whole person.
Yeah, it is.
I pictured it way longer, like 30 feet long.
Oh, you don't have to even put a payload on a 30-foot.
I wish we could find it. Like
ram that into somebody, they're dead.
Maybe the aftermath.
There we go.
Can find the aftermath. That's because that'll show like hopefully it won't be.
That
like
might be a little gory. I don't know.
Oh yeah, make sure it's not gory. Use your judgment. Don't show me like Soleimani's brains or anything or whatever that guy's name was.
Sotomayor.
Yeah. So
that's
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, and this guy's standing behind it. He's trying to make it look cool and bigger. I bet it's not. I bet it's a standard 7 foot.
Are you shit talking our cool ass ninja missile that cuts people into little pieces, Taylor?
No.
Look at that American hero over there somewhere, getting ready to.
It is pretty cool. That's hard. I bet Russia doesn't have one of these.
Oh, they don't have one of those.
No, China's looking at it all jealous. They're gonna steal it and make a shitty one.
They hate it when we take like I remember a story about Xi Jinping being mad about Kung Fu Panda. Like, what the fuck? We missed this?
I thought that movie was enormous in China.
That's the point. It's an American-made movie about a Kung Fu Panda, 2 very Chinese attributes. It'd be like if you made it'd be like if there's a Chinese movie called Baseball Cowboy. And it made it made $2 billion, and it was just a bunch of guys. Oh, I'm a baseball cowboy.
I'm Johnny Baseball.
We'd be like, what the fuck? What did we do? But we made Kung Fu Panda and Jack Black.
That's a funny cowboy.
Made us all fall in love with 2 of their most significant cultural iconic things.
Dude, I would love if China made a movie called Baseball Cowboy and it killed here. They have a tenuous grasp of the rules of the game. I'm here, Rod a Dinger.
I'm Chung-Li and I hit dingers.
I'm Chung-Li and I hit like that fat that
Big
chunky
Al
Italian kid. Yeah, Big Al. I'm Big Al and I hit dingers. He's almost Biden-esque there, but yeah, I think we need, if anything, more cool bladed bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it.
I think you sold me on this, Kyle.
I like all that stuff that uses depleted uranium and tungsten carbide. Like all that armor penetrating shit is so scary.
Let's use that far away.
We use it in Ukraine. We scatter the fields with it. A lot of complaints from some people, quote unquote, about them getting cancer, quote unquote. Who's to say they're not also faking these cancer concerns like Boogie
over there?
Bunch of boogies over there that don't like the depleted uranium rounds.
We have breadbasket of Europe here in Ukraine. You are irradiating soil. Get over it.
Maybe I like bad guys sometimes, but I can't get over him faking cancer for 2 years.
Yeah, no, I don't hate him for it. I just think it's wild. You know
the biggest clue is that he didn't lose weight.
Yeah, right. He got a little puffy. Maybe it's from the chemo.
You know what they say? Starve a cold, feed cancer.
No, I have to take my medicine with an entire cake. And that's what the every day. I have to take medicine 4 times a day.
Dude,
It's so
We haven't had him.
Those
on
are Ike and Mike's. Those aren't pills. That IV's full of Kool-Aid, you son of a bitch.
He's got an IV.
yeah.
God
That is
damn.
wild. He faked cancer for 2 full years. I mean, man, that's
You know what?
commitment.
I would love to have the top
It's corruption.
10. Like if he came back, I would have the top 10 things I got from faking cancer. The first thing, parking whenever I want. This handicap placard, completely fake. All right, like everywhere. I wish you'd go through the top 10 benefits of faking cancer and why it's really chill.
That I'd throw that video a like. I'd help out his ratio. I'd be like,
I
all
love
right.
In
the idea
contract
of you getting the green
negotiations,
screen.
I just hold my chest and make a pained face, and then it just goes my way.
Yeah.
Everyone,
But
feels
given my
sorry.
build, I have to clarify this is cancer. Like that's what this is happening right now. My chest can't. My vague chest cancer. Yeah, it
Well,
doesn't seem like he actually has it though.
So yeah,
This
those people
young,
don't like.
skinny, hot girlfriend of mine, she thinks she has an inheritance coming her way.
Yeah, what's her? I wonder what her deal is. You know, like, look, not you know, if that's what she's into. But my only concern is that one photo. She looked scared and and sleep deprived.
Which photo?
The photo of them together that Zach showed earlier.
Oh,
You didn't catch it?
I guess I wasn't looking at her.
Yeah, roll that back up, Zach. Why not? I mean, I just feel like she looked.
It is an odd relationship to view. It's like what's going on here?
She looked a little sleepy and she looked like a little out of sorts. And you know, it's an interesting statistic that there are almost no homeless women.
Boogie's looking his best in this shot.
Yeah, is this AI? What the fuck's happening here?
What is his hair actively falling out of his face? Like, look at his shirt.
Could just have a lot of cats.
A lot of cats,
Yeah.
huh?
There's something AI about this almost.
I feel like
the skin texture. I don't know what, but it's mostly like the Boogie's hair I'm looking at.
okay. I don't like this.
I don't like it either. Let's never.
I got-
Don't ever. Zach, don't you ever.
I don't
bring
know. I don't know if you
How dare you, Zach?
that. Why would you do that?
He's gonna put it right back.
Don't bring it up.
Ah, that's a thumbnail. That's a thumbnail.
Putting Boogie on there. Well, I mean, it's big news, and we're
I
not.
said I was a cancer. My horoscope. You guys just took that ball and ran with it. And I was afraid of
Dude.
backlash.
What if he gets $80,000 for proving his horoscope is cancer?
that would be funny. It's like, oh, this motherfucker, he's a fucking Pisces. He lied about this too.
Zach, will you find out what his sign is? Because that I'm sure it's available information on Wiki, like what his birthday
If it is cancer,
Taylor
that's
and I
a-
are Tauruses.
We are. Are we both Tauruses?
We're both Tauruses.
She was
Ah.
3 years old when he started YouTube.
Ooh,
Nice.
don't like that one.
Don't like that.
Well, hang on. How long? When did he start? Was it
Wait,
She's
2006.
was it
21 now?
1992 when he started?
No, 2006.
Oh shit! Because if it'd been 92, this wouldn't be awful, would it?
It wouldn't be nearly as ghoulish.
It'd be about right.
How long have they been dating?
Hopefully, briefly.
Plenty of time. We don't need to look into the Boogie's relationship here, which is clearly about love and not
And I'm
a
sure that-
fraudulent
Yeah.
nonsense like his cancer.
I'm sure
You're
his
worried that
girlfriend
she's
is a
using him for
very
sex?
sweet lady. I no
Yeah.
insults, no
Yeah,
nothing negative.
No
towards
shade her way.
whatsoever. None at all.
No shade her way. Maybe I wonder if she knew that he didn't have cancer. You know what I mean? Like I bet he lied to her too. You'd want to keep everybody in the dark, I guess. You're running that big of a.
I imagine she'd be pretty pissed. Anyone in a relationship would be livid if you found out after 2 years they're like that cancer thing.
Could you make me
Yeah.
a sandwich? My cancer's flaring up real bad.
Oh, they said you have to suck my cancer out through my dick.
She was 20 when they announced that they were together. Okay.
So basically he's just kind of a fat Leo.
Ooh, yeah, he's
Yeah.
a Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, a Leonardo DiGiorno.
He's literally that meme of the handsome guy leaning into the cubicle versus the chubsy guy leaning into the cubicle, and the completely different reaction. You know, it's
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio does it. Everyone's like, Leo, Keep on keeping on, champ. Enjoy the yacht. Boogie does it. HR, please.
I wish he hadn't faked cancer. That's so lame, man.
That
Like,
is really lame.
because it's hard for me to like wrap my head around faking cancer, I guess, because it seems like a shitty thing to do. If anything, like my brain would like talk me to a place where I was like, wait a minute. If there is some sort of charity or goodwill out there for someone who has cancer, how dare I take it when it's not mine to take? Like someone might need that goodwill or charity to lift them up. And
you had cancer.
Well, yeah, but I had bullshit cancer that we solved with a painful surgery. Like he said he had like blood cancer. Like I don't know much about blood cancer, but it don't sound good.
Sounds like it's everywhere.
Yeah,
sounds like you're all. I'm full blood, Woody. Like that's what I'm made of for the most part. It seems like every time I get poked, that's what comes out.
Yeah, it seems to be what's behind everything.
It checks out.
Jesus Christ, there's so much of it in me. Like if that were to go bad, that doesn't sound good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but thankfully for his health, it seems to have been a big old fib. So his blood, although sweet, is fine.
It's like a ragu sauce. It's too many red blood cells and way too sweet.
It's a ragu sauce. You'd be 3 bites into the pancakes, covered in them, before you're like, this is a little metallic, isn't it? You wouldn't know right away.
That sausage is kind of irony. Is that liver? Oh well.
Man, if he proves he has cancer, a lot of people are going to look horrible.
We'll have a 10-minute video we upload called "We're Sorry."
We're sorry,
dude. We'd be so.
It's like the fucking South.
I really would be sorry. I don't want to give, but it seems like everybody's pretty zeroed in that this was nonsense.
Yeah, it does seem that way. He could.
What you're gonna do?
He could just prove it and make.
He's a bad guy on YouTube, right?
He is. He's a heel now.
This isn't even going to hurt his career. You can't kill the Hulk with radiation. Now they know Boogie's not Mr. Rogers. That's been known for a decade.
Oh,